The gift of dreams is a spiritual gift given to us by God. It's a natural gift that God gives to his people. It's another way that God communicates to his people. It's just like someone who have the gift of vision. It's the same thing as having the gift of dreams. The difference is that you are seeing it in your dream. The messages that you receive from God comes to you through dreams. Whenever you sleep, if there is any message that God wants to give to you, he will pass that message to you through your dreams when you sleep. So tonight, let us look at the dreams. So many of the dreams we have that we cannot explain. There are so many we always see in our dreams and we can still interpret them. For people who always dream where they see themselves eating in the dream, you find yourself in a gathering or in a gathering of no matter the celebration, and the food is being shared and they give you food and you eat, and to you, you think it's something good. It can never be a good sign. Eating in the dream is never a good sign. What the meaning of someone eating in the dream is just like you opening the door of ill health for yourself. Whenever you see yourself in the dream eating, you are opening the door of ill health, a very serious ill health. That is the meaning of eating in the dream. And the only way you can stop this is through prayers. Another way you can stop this, most of the times, because of the hunger in the society, a lot of people can't even afford 2 square meals. Okay, and so somebody can be dreaming of, thinking about, where you are taking something you love, taking snacks, taking dreams, and you keep on thinking about this. Sometimes when you go to bed, you see yourself eating all those things. It is still not a good thing. You are opening the door of ill health. If you always think of that thing, it is better for you to go and ask. It's better for you to ask somebody to buy it for you so that you don't eat it in the dream. Okay? Seeing yourself all the time eating in the dream is opening the door of ill health for yourself. Now let's look at this dream of someone who is climbing a mountain. Someone who is climbing a mountain. Now it depends on the shape of that mountain. If that mountain is slopy, that's how do I put this? The mountain is just like someone who is climbing staircase without steps. If that is the shape of the mountain, then it means you are moving higher. You are being elevated to a higher position in life. But if the mountain you are climbing is just straight like this, not slanting, the mountain you are climbing is just straight, that is problem. It signifies problem. But if you'll be able to cross that mountain and get to the top, it means you have conquered that problem. The shape of the mountains that we climb in the dream have different meanings. When you see yourself climbing on a mountain that is slopy this way, that is promotion. In reality, you are being elevated. But when you see yourself climbing a mountain that is just straight, without anything that you can hold, ordinarily you can't climb anything that is this way because you will fall back. But when you see yourself climbing any mountain that is just straight like this and there is nothing for you to hold your hands on, that is problem. That is a lot of problem for you. But if you are able to get to the top of that mountain, it means you have conquered everything. You have actually conquered everything. Now, we are going to be talking about not just getting to the top of the mountain. There are dreams we have. You will see yourself on top of that mountain, but getting to the top, you will notice that the top doesn't have a flat surface. When you get to a mountain and the top doesn't have a flat surface, it's just narrow, too narrow. Whenever you see such things in your dream, that the top of the mountain is not flat, is too narrow, it means you still have a lot of problems to conquer. That's what it is. you are still going to face a lot of temptations, and you are supposed to conquer those temptations. But when you get to the top of that mountain and the surface, the level is flat, that is the bottom of the mountain or the top of that mountain is a flat surface, it means you are okay. You are settled. Everything is settled. Now, when you see yourself climbing the mountain with a bag, maybe you are carrying a knapsack or you are carrying a handbag or anything, but you are carrying something while climbing the mountain, those are burdens. No matter the shape of that mountain this time around, whether the mountain is slopey or just straight, but you are carrying something while climbing that mountain. Whatever you are carrying, no matter how light or how heavy it is burden. Whenever you see yourself carrying anything in the dream, climbing, whether climbing the mountain or climbing a staircase, but you are carrying something, that is burden, that is problems, load of problems. That's what it means. And these problems in reality will weigh you down. So many of us, whenever we are passing through difficulties in life, these are the ways that God would show us what we are passing through, and how to conquer those things. You may be passing through hell without, you don't know how to explain it, but when you dream, you see yourself carrying a heavy load, something too heavy that ordinarily you cannot carry, but you see yourself in the dream carrying that thing. It means the burden, the weight of everything on your shoulder is too much. It is not something that someone alone can handle. You actually need help. Whenever you see yourself in the dream carrying anything at all, it means you need help. Okay? That is the meaning of that dream. Now we are going to be looking at the things we are carrying. What are those things we are carrying in the dream? Whenever you dream and you see yourself carrying sack, I hope you understand what I mean by sack, like this bag of rice. You see yourself carrying that sack filled with contents inside it, and you are not sure of what those contents are. There are problems. There are problems, except you can identify the contents in that sack. Whenever you see yourself carrying such sack with contents inside it, there are problems. Whenever you see yourself carrying knapsack on your back, there are burdens. Whenever you see yourself carrying traveling bags, this issue of traveling bags has two different meanings. Whenever you see yourself carrying traveling bags, it means you are about to embark on a journey. Now, which journey are we talking about? Is it a journey of no return? Or is it a journey that will yield something positive for you? Whenever you see yourself carrying traveling bags in your dream, you will have to pray very well, because this dream has two meanings. Is it a journey of no return? Or is it a journey that you will profit from? So you will have to pray very well, more especially in this dream of carrying traveling bags. Pray that it's not a journey of no return. Let it be that you are going to embark on a journey that you will benefit from. So let's pray and cancel the other side of the meaning of this dream. Now let's talk about you seeing yourself in the church premises, whether you are praying or not. But you went to bed, you had a dream, you saw yourself in the church premises. Inside the church, outside the church, it shows divine protection. You are highly protected by the Almighty God. That is the meaning of that dream. And even if you see yourself in the dream praying, it equally shows divine protection. That is the meaning of the dream. Seeing yourself in the church, whether you are praying or not, or seeing yourself praying in the dream, or singing praises to God in the dream, it shows divine protection. Now, whenever you see yourself around river or stream or ocean, whether you are inside it or not, whether you are fishing, whether you are playing around there, but you saw a river or ocean or stream in your dream, it has to do with marine. You have an entanglement with the marine kingdom. That is the only way they can give you signs that there is something you have with them spiritually. But majority of us are not aware of this. Yes, there is no way anybody will know whether he or she has something to do with the marine, because it is never anybody's fault. These are the things that were done in the olden days by our ancestors. A lot of us, our ancestors, pledged to these gods and goddesses of the rivers, of like, it's just like a bet, do this for me, and I will forever be loyal to you from generation to generation. And whenever they make that statement, any child born through that lineage is affected spiritually, no matter how prayerful you are. That is a pledge that they have made. It's just like an oath. They took an oath with that god or with that goddess. Now it's left for you to know how to break that oath to set yourself free. That is, if you actually want to set yourself free. So if you see yourself anywhere near river or stream or ocean, or you see yourself swimming, or you see yourself fishing, or you see yourself buying fish, or see yourself receiving fish as a dream, as a gift in your dream, it shows you have an entanglement with the marine kingdom. The decision is yours right now to know what you can do to solve that problem. Now, whenever you see yourself in the dream, every now and then you always dream and you see yourself in your father's village. Meanwhile, you are not living there. Whenever you dream, you must see yourself in your father's compound, in the village. So many of us who stay outside the country, but whenever they dream, they will see themselves in the village, in their father's compound. No matter what you are doing in that compound, whether you are walking around or looking around or whatever you are doing, whenever you see yourself there, it means there is something that needs to be done in your father's compound, and you are supposed to be the one to do it. Most of the times, it requires a spiritual exercise. Whenever you dream and see yourself in your father's compound, every now and then, there is a mission that needs to be accomplished there. And you are supposed to be the one to start it. That is why you always dream and see yourself in your father's compound every now and then. A lot of us believe that whenever they see themselves in their father's compound in the dream, that it means setback. No, it doesn't actually mean setback all the time. It means that there is something that needs to be done. Something that needs to be done. And most of the times, for those who always see themselves in their father's compound in the village, in their dreams, it always has to do with a spiritual issue of something that was done in the olden days. And probably you are the one that has been chosen to handle that issue. And that is why you always dream and see yourself in your father's compound. So if you always dream and see yourself there, please, you need to make some calls, call people, tell them what you are seeing, hear from them, and know what to do, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean setback, except when it has to do with solving a spiritual problem of the old, and you are the one that is supposed to start it, or you are supposed to handle it, and you refuse to do it. When you refuse to do it, that is when you see yourself going backwards in life, okay? So whenever you dream and see yourself in your father's compound, you have to know what to do. Try and communicate with people and tell them what you see every now and then, so that they'll know how to help you to solve that problem. Now, whenever you dream and you see yourself in the midst of people that you do not know, in a gathering of people, but you do not know them, you have to be very careful whenever you see such dreams, whenever you dream of such things. Most of the time, there is always a conspiracy going on, which you are not sure of. There is always a conspiracy going on, or it is still the same thing that people are gathering in order to maybe initiate you into something. It can be witchcraft, it can be a cult group, or it can be a conspiracy against you. So seeing yourself in a gathering of people that you do not know is not good at all. You will have to pray to conquer that. Now, whenever you dream and you see yourself in a gathering of people you know, you will have to pray very well, so that, like Make sure you understand that dream. Make sure you get to know exactly, that is, remember everything that you have seen in that dream, because the vicinity of the dream will tell us what is about to happen. Yes, see yourself in a gathering of celebration. It means a lot. We have celebration of life, burial celebration, marriage celebration. So seeing yourself in a gathering of celebration still requires serious prayers, so that we cancel the ones that will cause tears for us. You pray to cancel that celebration that will cause sorrow and tears for you, and welcome the one that will give joy and happiness to everybody. So there are so many dreams which I cannot remember right now, but now is the time for you to tell us. If you know that you always dream and you see something in the dream and you know you understood everything about that dream, please, you can write your dreams down. Let's look into that dream and tell you the meaning. So many of us do remember our dreams. I know a lot of people can't remember their dreams. A lot cannot remember their dreams. And so many people have asked me, what can they do so that they will be able to remember their dreams? Number one, you will have to be very prayerful in life. You pray. Secondly, try as much as possible not to go to bed when you are too weak. If you go to bed when you are too weak, you will find it difficult to remember anything you see in your dream. Now, the next action you can take, that is the spiritual exercise of it, that will help you to remember your dreams whenever you go to bed, is you getting a bitter cola before you go to bed. You pray with that bitter cola and then use commanding words to command that bitter cola to make your dreams appear so clear. And after that prayer, raise up your pillow, put the bitter cola under your pillow and go to bed. That is the spiritual exercise of this issue of dreams, to enable you remember your dreams, to enable your dreams appear so clear, because when they appear so clear, you're able to remember them. So you can write your dreams down. Write down your dreams. Let's look into them. Okay, official Helen, your dream was just the last one that I just explained. You dreaming, seeing yourself in the river or ocean, you have an entanglement with the marine. If this dream comes always, if it comes from time to time, every now and then, you have an entanglement with the marine. And there are people who are gifted spiritually, whose duty it is to handle such cases, marine cases. It is not everybody who is spiritually gifted that can handle marine cases. Marine cases are so stubborn, so difficult. So those who are called to handle them have been gifted in their own different ways to handle them. So you need to look out for those people, contact them. You have an entanglement. And when you have an entanglement with the marine, you will find it so difficult to move forward in life. You may think you are moving forward, but when you look at your mates, you get to know that your mates are higher than you. They are way, that's before you. You are actually behind. What your mates achieved like in 3 years, it will take you up to 7-10 years for you to achieve that. That is if you will ever achieve it at all. Okay? Okay, Chukwu Chinyere, stepping on physics in the dream means embarrassment. You will have to be very careful to avoid anything that will cause you a public embarrassment. Stepping on physics in dream. Be very careful to avoid anything that will cause you a public environment. It's just the same thing as someone dreaming where he or she saw himself like you are kind of naked. You are wearing clothes, but at the same time, you are kind of naked. When you see yourself like that in the dream, it is an embarrassment that is about to occur in your life, in reality. So you stepping on physics in the dream is an embarrassment that is about to occur. So you will have to pray very well and watch your movements, watch your lifestyle to avert such. Noelan, your dream about being given live chicken, live broiler is a wonderful thing. But then, I'm going to tell you the meaning. Whenever you dream of someone giving you a chicken, especially this white color that you just mentioned, it actually means sacrifice. It doesn't necessarily mean a gift. It means sacrifice. You are expected. There is something you are expected to do for God. You are supposed to sacrifice something for God. If I happen to be the one that had this dream now, what I'm going to do is whenever I wake up in the morning, I'm going to follow this dream literally the way I saw it. I'm going to go to the market and buy exactly that chicken that I saw. And then I will use that chicken to pray. After the prayers, I will cook it and invite a lot of people to eat the chicken with me. It opens doors of progress for people. When you do this, it opens the door of progress for you. So that seeing someone or you receiving a live broiler, a live chicken, a white color in the dream signifies sacrifice. So if I were you, like I just said, I would do exactly that. It doesn't mean that you are taking the chicken to anybody or to shrine or to, no, buy it. Pray with that chicken. Make a request. Ask God of what you want. Okay? After your prayers, kill that chicken, cook it. If there is anybody around when you are doing that, let the person partake in eating it. You are going to see how your life will turn out to be. So write down your question, your dreams. Write down your dreams. If you can remember any of your dreams, write it down. Please, while this teaching is going on, help me to share this live, please. A tap on your share button will go a long way for me. And don't forget to like it by double tapping your screen. Double tap your screen to like it. Thank you, Ogechukwu. Thank you, Noel. Natasha, you have a lump in the throat. Okay, that's a natural occurrence. Okay, so first of all, I will advise you to visit the hospital. While we are praying, go to hospital. It's not a death sentence, okay? Go to hospital. The doctors can handle it. Amaka, okay, you said you serve someone in a dream, seeing him almost a week in your dreams, and once you see him, everything's done. Amaka, the dream you just wrote down here, I can't understand, your writings, your words. Please rephrase it because I don't understand what you mean by when you see him, a very thin stone. Please rephrase your sentence, okay, so that I can understand it properly. I fly when I'm attacked. Beautiful. So many people think that when they fly in the dream that it means that they belong to the witches and wizards. It's not true. Whenever you see yourself flying in the dream, it actually means that someone is about to attack you or someone is attacking you, and flying in the dream is a way of you, you are now above that problem. You are above that attack. Seeing yourself in the dream flying means that that problem cannot get to you. Yes, there is a problem ahead. There is a problem waiting for you, but the problem cannot get to you. That is the meaning of that dream. Now, Okechukwu, seeing snakes in the dream, of course, even a little child can still explain this dream. Seeing a snake in reality is not even good, not to talk of seeing it in the dream. But whenever you see snakes in the dream, it means danger. It means danger. Some people or somebody are out there actually monitoring you. Snakes are mainly used as monitoring spirits in the dream. Whenever you see a snake in the dream, it actually means that someone is monitoring you. At the slightest mistake, the person will attack you. So, Okechukwu, prayers can handle that. Okay, Natasha, you are in the clinic. All right, no problem. Thank God for you, but there won't be any problem, okay? So I'm going to remember you in my prayers. Jasi, seeing a bug in your dream, where exactly did you see that bug? Where exactly did you see the bug? The scenario of your dream will help us to explain it better. Seeing a bug in the dream is actually not a good dream at all. But where did you see that bug? Because there are times when we will see these bugs in our belongings. There are times when we see these bugs on our body. When you see the bug on your body, it means ill health. When you see the bug on your belongings, it means you are going to face like lack, backwardness. Seeing a bug in the dream is not good, but where did you see it? Where exactly did you see that bug? Okay, so write down your on your piano. That means that is trying to take away your source of happiness, your joy, to destroy your peace, your joy, your happiness. So you will have to look very well on your lifestyle, on your relationship with people, on your surroundings. How do you relate with people? Be very careful with whatever that triggers you so quickly. Be very careful with your relationship with people, okay? Rita, good evening. You are welcome. Francisca, you are welcome. Thank you for joining us. Emeka, let me be honest with you. Yes, seeing your boss, your former boss, network is so bad. I don't know if you can see me. I don't know if you can hear me, please. If you can hear me, just notify me. The network is so bad. It's actually tripping off. So Emeka, I was talking about your dream, Emeka Christ. You said that you saw your former boss in your dream, the boss you served as a slave. You are still under captivity. You are still under bondage, spiritual bondage. I'm not saying your boss is the one behind it. No, I'm not saying it's your boss, but you are still under bondage. Emeka, so you will have to pray against wherever anybody must have taken anything that belongs to you in order to drag you down. If anybody has hidden your future, if anybody has hijacked anything that belongs to you spiritually, in order to don't know if anybody can hear me. I'm having network problems. Oh, can you hear me, please? If you can hear me, let me know. My network is fluctuating. If you can hear me, let me know, please. If you can hear me, let me know. I'm having network problems. Okay, thank you. Okay, Emeka, you can hear me. Thank you. Okay, so I believe you heard everything I said, Emeka Christ. Please pray that God will reveal wherever they have taken anything that belongs to you in order to bring you down. Pray that God reveals everything about that. Zobani, okay? Seeing yourself in your secondary school environment is setback. Whatever you have passed in life, you have passed it. You are not supposed to go back. I am having a very serious network problem. I don't know if I should end this live. I don't know if I should end this live because the network is so bad. The network is so bad. Please, if you can hear me, can you write it down? Can you identify? Please, just raise your hands if you can hear me. My network is tripping on and off. So, Zobani, there are so many things that can cause one seeing himself or herself in your former school, your former place of work, your former place of residence. There are so many things that can cause this. Most of the times it comes from the lineage. It comes from family issues, from ancestral problems, majority of the time. That is where it comes from. Okay? So in solving such problems, it involves going back to the roots, solving it from the roots. When the problem is solved from the roots, you will no longer dream of seeing yourself in your former place of wherever you are staying before. Okay. Okay, Francisca, you dreamt where you and a choir member were walking in a dirty mob inside uncompleted building. Number one, walking on a muddy place in the dream is, how do I put this? That's you finding it difficult to progress in life. You finding it difficult to move ahead in life. That is the meaning of walking on a muddy place in your dream. You will find it difficult to forge ahead in life. Now, seeing yourself in an uncompleted building doesn't necessarily mean uncompleted building. It means that you need to increase your prayer life. Your prayers are halfway. Your prayers are halfway. Uncompleted building signifies prayers that are hanging, prayers that are just halfway. I don't know how else to explain it. So you will have to increase that your prayer life. It's a kind of unfinished project, just like that uncompleted building. It's an unfinished project. So it means that your prayers are hanging. Increase your prayer life so that your prayers will drop. Increase your prayer life, okay? All right. So Emeka, please, everything you are writing all about that your boss and what you are seeing in the dream concerning him still shows that you are still under captivity, like I told you. You will have to pray against wherever anybody must have taken your money, taken anything that belongs to you, taking your picture in order to step you down. You will have to pray against that. Okay, just see, someone else was driving your car and they were driving really bad and you wanted out. I want to know, were you inside the car? Already someone else was driving your car. Were you inside that car? That's what I want to know. Because if you are inside the car is yours, but someone else is driving it. Someone else carrying you in a car, in a motorbike, in the dream is never a good sign at all. It's never a good sign. It can mean the other way around. That is, it can mean a journey of no return. It can mean you visiting the other side without coming back anymore. It is not a good sign at all. Now, if you see yourself in that car being carried by someone else, the question now is, did you finally get down from that car? Or did you continue with, did you continue that journey with the person? Continuing that journey with the person is not good. You will have to pray against untimely death. Pray against untimely death. Okay? But when you see yourself getting down from that car, thank God, that's a good sign. Then you will have to pray against anything that will cut your life short, or that will cut the life of your loved one short. All right? Okay, Francisca, thank you. Emeka, I already told you what you are going to do. You are under captivity. You are being held captive. So you will have to meet, wherever you are now, I believe you are a Christian. So I will want you to meet prayer people. That is a group of prayer people. If it's in Catholic Church, we call them the charismatics. You meet a group of prayer people, people who can pray, not people who pretend to know how to pray. People who can pray. They are the ones that will help you to pray you out because you are still under captivity. Okay, so let's keep writing our dreams. Keep writing your dreams. Emeka, don't forget, wherever you are now, try to find, if there is any church you are attending, visit the church. Request for the prayer warriors in that church. Let them pray for you. The prayer is not going to be a day's prayer. Whenever they give you appointments, try and go for that appointment. If there is any program that they are holding, especially prayer program, attend it, okay? So that they will help you out. Francisca, you were in a dream in a car with a friend, a male, and he was asking you how much will okay for. I don't understand this. How much will okay for? I don't understand it. Okay? I don't understand it. Read what you wrote, and then you can type it very well. So let's keep writing our dreams. Please, tonight is all about dreams. Tonight is all about our dreams. Let's interpret our dreams. If you have the gift of dreams, having the gift of dreams is not just for you to dream and see something in the dream. You will equally have, if God gives you the gift of dreams, He will give you that gift of explaining the dreams, of interpreting dreams. Once He gives you the gift of dreams, He will give you the gift to interpret dreams. I know so many of us are gifted with the gift of dreams here. Okay, Francisca, you didn't, is this just all about the dream? You said 1 million, he said 750,000. Did he give you the money? Did you give you the check? Whichever way. Is it just discussion? Did it just end there? Did he give you the money or check? Whichever one. If it's just discussion, then it is you expecting something good news. It may not be money. You'll be expecting good news, but may not be money. Okay? But if he ends up giving you money in the dream, I'm telling you, in reality, you are going to lose something tangible. If that person gave you money in the dream and you collected it, in reality, you are going to lose something tangible. If the person wrote a check in the dream and gave you, in reality, you are going to expect something beautiful, something wonderful. But if the discussion just ended that way in the dream, you said 1 million, the person said 750. If it just ended that way, you will be expecting something, but it may not be money. But in this case now, you will have to back it up with prayers, because it's not conclusive except everything was concluded in the dream. Okay? He gave you 750 cash in the dream. It's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. Giving you money in the dream is not a good sign. If you had collected check or if you had collected an envelope, that's a very wonderful sign. But collecting cash in the dream, no. No. So there is still time for you to pray to cancel against the spirit of loss, of losing something. When I mean losing something, I'm not talking about losing any human being. No, I'm talking about losing items, money, properties, whatever it is. So there's enough time for you to start that prayer. Okay, now we have losing slippers, losing shoes in a dream has no other meaning but death. I like hitting the nail on the head. There is no need for me to pamper the word so that it will sound nice. No. It means death. But on who now? That is what we are talking of. On who? This death can be upon the dreamer. It can be upon your family member. Losing slippers, losing shoe in the dream means death. And it's untimely death. So now we have. There is no other way to conquer the spirit of untimely death but prayers. There is no other way but prayers. Okay? Start it now. Involve your family members. Start it now. I had a friend who had a dream like this. She lost her slippers in the dream and she told me about the dream. And I told her that it means death. I'm not trying to scare you. I told her that it means death. And I told her to start prayers immediately. She told me that she's this type that doesn't like, not that she doesn't like praying, but too weak to pray. She prefers people praying for her. I told her to pray seriously against untimely death hovering around her and her family. We had that discussion on Friday. On Saturday morning, early Saturday morning, the husband called me and told me that she died in the night. So please, she's not the first person. I equally have somebody else like that. And the person has passed. Why? This person actually told me that she doesn't know how to pray and that she can't pray. And even when I agreed to pray with her, we fixed a date, fixed time, so that she will call me and then we'll pray over the phone. She didn't call me. And when I called her, she didn't pick. And she's no more now. So please, now we are not trying to scare you, but for everything that God reveals to us in the dream, they are just warning so that we will take drastic measures in solving those problems. So now we here, I believe you come from a family. Please involve them this time around, because this particular dream can be upon the dreamer, it can be upon your family member. Involve your family members, please. Always hold prayers every now and then to cancel the spirit of untimely death. Okay? May God be with you as you do so. Emeka Christ, your dream is self-explanatory. Seeing your colleagues in your dream blocking your way as you are going. The dream just explained itself. You don't need any explanation to this dream. Now, that your colleague signifies someone you know too well, not actually your colleague. It signifies someone who knows everything about you, someone who knows your secrets, someone who is so envious of you. Okay? So it is just left for you to be very careful. Watch what you tell people. Learn to keep secrets. Because the enemy will not attack you with your secret. They will attack you with what you have already said. Watch what you tell people about yourself, about anything that concerns you. All right? So please keep writing your dreams. Keep writing your dreams. Jasi, dreaming about 9 pianos in 7 different rooms doesn't have any meaning. The only thing that will give this dream a meaning is that room that the pianos were. How was that room? How was that room? The rooms that you saw the piano, how was it? Is it in someone's house? Is it in your house? If you saw the 9 pianos in someone's room, it actually means that person is going to be blessed. Yes, it actually means something good for that person. If you see the 9 pianos in your dream, in your own house, it means something in line for you, something good in line for you. Something good in line for you. So where did you see the 9 pianos? Just writing it down like this, seeing 9 pianos in several different rooms, it makes no meaning at all. So keep writing down your questions. I have 5 more minutes left and I'm still pleading with us. Please double tap your screen to like. Please, that's the much you can do for me. Double tap your screen to like, and a tap on that share button, please, will help me. Share this live for me. Share it on your Facebook, share it on your WhatsApp, wherever you can share it. Just tap on your share button, all right? I have 5 more minutes left. 5 more minutes left. Write down your dreams. Let's talk about it. Write down in your dreams. So many of us will dream and see their late parents. When you dream, you see your late parents in your dream. And when people wake up, sometimes we interpret it wrongly. Sometimes we say that our parents are trying to take us along with them. Sometimes we call them evil when we see them in the dream. Now, see your parents, your late parents in the dream, or somebody you know too well in the dream, is a different explanation. Your activities with the person in that dream is another explanation. When you see your late parents in the dream, your grannies, your late siblings, uncles and aunts in the dream, what was the scenario of that dream? Not just seeing them. What was the scenario? Because when the dead appears in the dream, there is always a reason why they appear. There is always a reason why they appear. Either to warn you about something that is about to happen, or to reveal a secret to you, or for someone whose time is already up in order to come to take you along. Now, if your time is already up and you see your late parents in the dream, there are ways that they can take you when you see them in the dream. A lot of people will say that they saw their late father or their late mother holding hands together, walking along. It is not a good dream. When you see such, it actually means you are about leaving this world. That's the meaning of the dream. But when you are about leaving this world, somebody spiritually must come to take you. Either your late parents can come to take you, or that's your friend that you love so much, you know. So when you see your late people in the dream and you are walking along with them or eating with them, somebody actually tested me that he saw himself eating with the father in the dream. No. When you see yourself eating with the dead in the dream, it doesn't matter whoever it is. It shows that your time is up. You are not supposed to eat with the dead. No, you are not supposed to eat with the dead at all. Eating with them in the dream shows that your time is up. But whenever we see such, for God to reveal such, I believe there is still time to save you. But most of us do not believe in all these things. And before you know it, you will no longer see the person anymore. That's why we have so many, the rate of untimely death is on the high side. Because some of us are being warned in the dream. We see all these things in the dream, but we call them ordinary dream. We don't talk to people about it. We don't discuss it. And eventually they will come to pass and nobody will know exactly what happened. But meanwhile, it was shown to you in the dream. You, the dreamer, you saw it, but you waved it aside. Okay, you could see yourself and your sister in the church half naked. See yourself and your sister in the church half naked shows that you both are empty spiritually. You are empty spiritually. You need divine protection. You actually need divine protection. That nakedness in the church shows your level of spirituality. It is just like zero. You are empty spiritually. So you need divine protection. For your sister putting on a black top inside the church in the dream, please, you and your sister, help your sister in prayers. Help your sister in prayers, please. Okay? Help her in prayers. Putting on a black top, no matter where you find yourself, putting on anything black in the dream doesn't spell good. So you will help your sister out with prayers. Ejima, good evening. You are welcome. So my time is almost up, but I can take one or two more questions. I can take one or two more questions to end this live. So sorry, I'm going to end the live. My network is so bad. I can't continue with this type of network. So I thank God for all of you. I thank you.